doing?
Just throwing your empty bottle in the garbage.
Don't you know plastics go in the blue container?
Mayor Frank Jackson and the City of Cleveland are committed to keeping your neighborhood clean and green through the use of the city-issued trash and recycling carts. It's safe, convenient, and mandatory. For more information, contact the Cleveland Division of Waste Collection at 216-664-3717.
How did you get to be so smart?
I had a good teacher.
Hey, what's up? I'm your host, Christian Patterson, and you're tuned into TV20 Senate Championship pre-show. The Senate Boys Basketball Final Four, East Tech, Glenville, Rhodes, and MLK were the final four teams in the hunt for the Senate Boys Basketball Championship. The first game was a matchup between number 2 seed, Glenville, and number 3 seed, Rhodes. Glenville has always been one of the powerhouse teams in the Senate, but Rhodes has emerged as a top competitor in the conference. Glenville coach Mike Holt talked about what his team needed to do to be successful.
Well, we have to take care of the ball, we have to knock down shots, and we got to get 50-50 balls and rebound. That's our main goal.
Rhodes' basketball program is on the rise, but Coach Spencer respects Coach Holt and the Glenville program.
Play Glenville at Glenville. It's a tough matchup, man. They got league MVP over there, man, so you got to respect him and be ready to play and always know where he's at out there on the floor. Today we're going to try to come out here and compete, man. We're going to play hard. We're going to change some things up. Since we just played them not even a month ago, I'm sure, you know, we kind of expect what's going to happen, so we got to try to do a few things different and see if we can live with the outcome.
Heading into this semifinal matchup, the coaches talked about some of their impact players.
Well, I got to start with my sophomore guard, Brian Ostrich. He's right now Prep Star Magazine and Buckeye Magazine has him ranked as one of the top 10 sophomore guards in the state. He's averaging 25 points a game. He's leading the district in 3 categories. He's leading the district in free throws and 3 points made, and I want to say 3-point percentage, but he's our go-to guy, but we need to spread it around a lot. So, you know, we have Terry Taylor, our big man, he's a senior, and Demetrius Taylor. They both are football players, and, you know, they're our big guys and our tough inside guys. And then we have our supporting cast. Well, my guard, Kelvon Gibson, he makes it go. So we just have to continue to grow and do what we need to do to be successful.
First kid, you know, got to look out for number 11, Marlon Landingham, junior, led the league in scoring this year at 29 points per game. Had a high game of 51 this year in a conference game earlier. Then we got another kid, Jamal Sumlin and Amarion Dickerson. That's 2 kids, man, that's come to play every day. Not scared of anything, you know, they compete real hard, and you gotta love them when they're on your team.
The game started off back and forth during the first quarter, with both teams scoring evenly. Glenville forward Demetrius Taylor played great defense and was a force on the glass while adding his share of points from layups in the post and free throw. Rhodes guard Jamal Sumlin was absolutely phenomenal. Sumlin started the game off by getting his teammates involved off assists before he started scoring himself. That unselfishness really helped his team. But when his team needed him to step up, Sumlin made it his business to get to the rack and score. He ended the game with 8 points. Rhodes went on a run during the second quarter and ended the first half up by 10. But during the third quarter, the number 2 seed Glenville went on a run. It was a team effort that helped cut the 10-point lead to 3 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. And at one point, Glenville took the lead and went up by 3 points in the fourth quarter. Sophomore guard Brian Otrix had a great game and hit a clutch step back and 1-3 late in the fourth quarter. Brian finished the game with 16 points. But when Marlin got it going, there was no stopping him and the Rams. Marlin is great in transition, and his confidence gives him the ability to take anyone to the hole and score off the dribble. Not to mention, the final play of the game was a touchdown pass to Marlin for a dunk. No better way to end a game. 21 points and a dunk at the buzzer.
Marlin Landingham, who is a special talent, man. He's a special talent. I'm just fortunate enough to be able to coach him. Super proud of these guys. I thought we, withheld, strong down the stretch there. That's a hell of a team over there in the other locker room. Coach Hope, Coach Oshers, those guys do a really good job. They got the MVP over there, so he's got to give credit to those guys for giving us a really good game. Just glad to come out of there with a win.
In the second game of this doubleheader featured last year's Senate champion and number 1 seed, East Tech, versus number 4 seed, MLK.
During the regular season, it was a great match. Their playoff hopes were on the line, so they came out very focused. They went to double overtime. Came out of there out of MLK with a 2-point victory. So, but I felt like we played a lot slower than what we normally play, and it played right into their hands. I know that Coach Pryor does a good job of controlling tempo, and I think we fell right into their hands. So today we're just going to try to speed the pace of the game up.
I love playing against East Tech. We just lost to them last week in double overtime by 2 points. So I love playing against them. They're the best. You always measure yourself against the best, and I think that we can compete with anyone. So I'm looking forward to the challenge tonight of playing them at Tech.
Heading into this big-time matchup, the coaches talked about some of their key players.
Johnny Bigsby, number 0, lefty guard, senior. DJ Harrell, senior guard, number 5, and Phillip Bird, senior forward, lefty, number 4.
First is Deion Hardy, number 20. He's a 6'4" forward. He averages 20 points and 13 rebounds. He's a 4-year starter, and he's our main guy. He provides us with our physicality down low. He can also step out and hit the 15-footer. Michael Jones, 6'1" senior, number 11. He's our shooter. He averages 20 points a game. He's a marksman from 3-point range. He has a high game of 41 this year. And Javon Collins, that's our point guard. That's our glue. What he does for us, he gets us in our sets. He calms us down. He helps us with the pressure, and he leads the team.
With their recent matchup going into double overtime, I knew this would be a good one. MLK starting guard Javon Collins got out on the break early and got his share of buckets in the paint while helping keep the game close through the first quarter. And his backcourt running mate, Mike Jones, was hitting from 3-point range as well as layups in the paint, finishing the game with 18 points. But East Tech's backcourt was just too much for MLK to handle. Tech starting point guard Johnny Bigsby was all over the court, mixing defenders and scoring at will. Johnny always seemed to be in the right place on the break and getting easy buckets to help his team keep a small lead. He finished the game with 20 points. With only seconds left in the first half, East Tech trailed MLK by 2 points. DJ Harrell sized up his man, crossed over, and hit a big 3 at the buzzer to end the half and give Tech a 2-point lead going into halftime. The heart and soul of the MLK team had to be starting center Deion Hardy. Hardy was a beast in the paint, He collected numerous rebounds while protecting the rim with ferocious blocks. Hardy's intensity didn't stop on the defensive end. He was also very aggressive on offense, attacking the basket. But once Tech caught their rhythm from deep, the game was pretty much over. DJ Harrell not only ended the half with a big three-pointer, he was deadly from three all night. His jumper was falling and the lead continued to grow. Whether it was a mid-range pull-up jumper off a screen or a corner three-pointer off the inbound, DJ was hot and pretty much everything he put up went in. He ended the game with 24 points.
Today's game was actually great. We played together and we played hard. That's what our game plan was, to push the pace, definitely, to play faster, because last time we didn't play fast and it was a close game. But I shot well today, definitely, and got my teammates involved, got them open shots.
DJ came in, him and Phil came in 7 o'clock this morning to get up shots, and DJ did an outstanding job of just knocking down shots and keeping us in the game. The one he hit before the half was really the momentum shifter for us, and we took it and ran with it. And tonight's win was great, a great team effort. They made a couple adjustments at halftime, just to pretty much be basic. We were throwing too many stunts out there in the first half, and they were taking advantage of those things. MLK, well-coached, tough, hard-nosed kids. I know a lot of those kids because they all from Thurgood Marshall Recreation Center, so I go over there and play basketball a lot. So great group of guys, man. I'm happy that Coach Pryor came back to coach those young men.
Wow, those were some great games. And now East Tech and Rhodes are moving on. Let's toss it over to Tim Wells at East Tech for the Boys Senate Championship game.
Well, again, thank you, Christian. Obviously, playoff fever has taken place, but we're now at the big game at East Tech, where the Rhodes Rams will take on the East Tech Scarabs. Hi, I'm Tim Wells, and my partner, Joe Wise, is back for another week. John Bufford. Joe, let's get right to it. Rhodes Rams, they come here 9-3. They beat Glenville 63-60.
Right.
When we talked to the coach, what were some of the keys to the game?
He absolutely had to defend their guards. East Tech is heavy with guard play, so they had to defend the guards. Keeping number 4, he specifically called out Philip Bird's name, keeping him off the boards, and they must limit the turnovers like all championship situations.
And then when you look at their all-star players, again, Jamal Sumlin, let's talk about them.
Number 1, 9th grade, Jamal Sumlin. His nickname is Doo-Wop because he plays with such a musical rhythm. As a point guard, you must play with rhythm. Then there's Amarion Dickerson. He's the big ticket. He is worth the price of admission. And then you have Marlon Landingham, Hammy, leading scorer, 29 points per game. He loves the three-point field goal. I call him the mustache. You heard of the beard? Well, tonight, you're going to see the mustache.
And, John, when you look at the East Tech Scarabs, they come in here 11-1. They've had an outstanding season. What did the coach tell you?
Coach Moore said that he must limit Rhodes to one shot because they're a good rebounding team. Also must win the guard play. He has 2 good guards that he's working with, and they must dictate the tempo, going up and down the court. Fast-paced game.
Tell him to wait.
All-stars on the team start out with Johnny Bigsby, number 0, 12th grade, point guard, all around, mature, a shooter, and plays good defense. Number 4, Philip Bird, known as a walking double-double. 12th grader, 6'3", leads in rebounds, 14 points and 21 rebounds. Number 5, DJ Harrell, 12th grade, 6'1", great young man, leading scorer, 20 points, good defender.
Okay, again, you're looking at 2 outstanding teams, the Scarabs and the Rams. They're ready to go. Without further ado, we're going to go right down to the floor and start with the national anthem by A.J. Young.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So there you have it, A.J. Young, right here from Cleveland, Ohio, does us our honors with the national anthem. And again, as the teams get ready to play, obviously packed house here at East Tech. And again, an outstanding. And again, when you're looking at these two teams, right now we're going to go over for the player introductions for today's games.
Association. Your attendance and support of the student athletes and coaches is appreciated by each member school. Though both schools and teams are rivals, they are expected to exhibit the qualities of good sportsmanship throughout the contest, and the administration of both schools requests the same from all of its fans. The officials assigned to tonight's championship contest have met extensive requirements set by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been assigned based upon the processes approved by OSHA's Board of Directors. The officials for tonight's contest are Moses Perez, Joe Hewitt, Gary Otskar, and the alternate for tonight's contest is Larry Bass III. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of East Tech High School. All fans are asked to respect the effort each team has set forth preparing for tonight's championship game. We are asked those in attendance to show courtesy and respect for all fellow fans, officials, coaches, those administering the contest, and of course, your team and opponent. And as always, please respect the game. And now to introduce the non-starters for both teams, beginning with the visiting James F. Rhodes Rams. Introducing first, number 4, Dakili Williams. Number 5, Sherman Lawson. Number 10, Tyshawn Lane. Number 15, Jatwan Lane. Number 20, Zaire Daniels. Number 21, I got Jai. Number 22, Evan Cedeno. And number 23, Jonte Williams. Those are the non-starters for your James F. Rhodes Rams. Now to introduce the non-starters for your East Tech Scarabs. Beginning with number 1, Rayshawn Atkins. Number 10, Isaiah Davis. Number 11, Antoine Morgan. Number 12, Terrion Ellis. Number 13, Tyreek Drain. Number 15, Marion Rubin. Number 22, Trayshawn Brodnax. Number 23, Deshaun Smart. And number 24, Jordan Huff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I got it. I know I'm going to piss off you, but when we do this, you got to be here the whole time. Okay? Come on, guys. You're doing a good job announcing. You're bouncing all over the place.
Now to introduce the first starter for East Tech Scarabs. Your Scarabs are coached by head coach Brett Moore. Introducing first, at guard, a 5'8" junior wearing number 3, Ronald Jenkins. Next for the Rams of Rhodes, at center, a 6'4" junior wearing number 32, D'Angelo Williams. Next for your Scarabs, at forward, a 6'2" senior wearing number 2, Davon Morton. Next for the Rams, at guard, a 5'11" senior wearing number 2, Donovan Douglas. Next for the Scarabs, at forward, a 6'3" senior wearing number 4, Phil the Birdman Bird. Next for the Rams, at forward, a 6'6" sophomore wearing number 3, Amarion Dickerson. Next for the Scarabs, at guard, a 6'1" senior wearing number 0, Johnny Smooth Bigsby. And lastly for the Rams, at forward, a 6'2" junior wearing number 11, Marlon Hardingham. And lastly for your Scarabs, at guard, a 6'1" senior wearing number 5, DJ That Deal Hello.
We are moments away. They've had the player introductions. Now we want to take a look at the officials that are going to call today's game. They're all certified through the Ohio High School Athletic Association. And again, an outstanding crew of officials that'll be working today's ball game. Again, we're going to start off with Gary Otzker. Again, he is a 1999 graduate of Broadview Heights. He's been working for 20 years. Again, he's also involved with the soccer and the volleyball, and a Cleveland State University graduate. Joe Hewitt is the guy in the middle, the big guy. And he's been a part of the city championship as a player years ago. And Moise Perez on the right. Again, 15-year official, outstanding crew. And here we go. We are underway. Again, East Tech is in the white and the gold, and in the blue is the Rhodes Rams. These teams played each other back on December 15th, and they played over at Rhodes, and East Tech won by 3 points, 72-69.
In that game, Jamal Sumlin, Rhodes point guard, had 7 turnovers, and that proved to be very costly to the James F. Rhodes Rams.
T.J. Harrell, again from East Tech. He's their leading scorer, John.
And already I see some things going on with them trying to roughhouse Amarion Dickerson. The scouting report says if you're physical with him, he will back down. So East Tech comes out immediately, and they're whacking him. They're hitting him every chance they get.
Toughness is going to be a big key to this game today, especially for the road team, because it's going to be loud and wild in here today. My, that number 1 is kind of tall, man, for road.
Nice pass inside. Johnny Bigsby with the bucket. Johnny Bigsby with the turnover and a steal.
Rhodes may need a timeout to stop this little momentum from the start. But that'll keep him in the game right there.
Either a timeout or a seasoned point guard. Who can control their emotions? You must control your emotions. The best coach I ever had said as things get crazy, you must get even more calm.
So the first foul of the ball game, Ron Jenkins Jr.
And that's the thing that most kids don't understand about the game of sports. It's more than just playing. It's mental. It's 90% mental.
Controlling your emotions. Nice backdoor cut. They call D'Angelo Williams the janitor because he cleans up everything. Every shot that comes off the rim, he is going to go after. So to watch him and number 4, Philip Bird battle is going to be something to watch.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Both teams have come to play. You can feel the intensity just sitting here. Look at Coach Moore over here. He done came out of his coat already.
Yeah, he chose not to go with the suit tonight. He went straight jogging suit and T-shirt, baby, because he knows.
Battle.
Both teams talking about guard play, defending guards. That'll be one of the keys we got to watch on. Bigsby for the 3.
That was an uncontested 3. No one came out on him. Nice kick out. What an outlet. Oh, another chicken.
What was wrong with that one?
They're going to say that he pinned it to the glass and he did not take it to the backboard.
And they're calling the body contact right there on 11. From Rhodes, that's Marlon Lanningham. That's his first, team's second. And on the line is Bigsby. He's their captain.
You got to calm yourself when you go to the line. In these type of games, you have to calm yourself. Your adrenaline is flowing out of control.
Both teams playing man-to-man. Hey, my will against your will tonight. Another offensive rebound there.
I tell you, I don't know if we could hear a whistle if one was blown. There's the roughing up of Demarion. They're going to try to rough him up. If you stay calm, you can make plays.
Got to play consistent defense. Don't cheat. Don't gamble.
Big time rebound. Big time rebound by the janitor, D'Angelo Williams.
Hey, I tell you one thing. I've never seen this #1 kid play for Rhodes, but this guy has ball handling skills and he is confident in his game.
Ultimate swagger. You don't get a nickname like Doo-Wop as a freshman and don't have some type of swagger dripping all over you.
Oh, I did not realize he was a freshman.
Doo-Wop. They call him Doo-Wop because he just plays with just a calm rhythm. Into the janitor. That shot was blocked.
Must stop the ball.
And he was fouled. He was fouled, but
yes,
it was not called.
But you got to get back and stop the ball, man.
Absolutely. There's no way
coast
that
to
a guy
coast.
should take it coast to coast. Here's the handoff. They are jumping.
Joe, you called it earlier. If you put pressure on this guy, he does not want it.
That seems to be the scouting report. I've heard it from other coaches that if you pressure and physical with him, he will not produce. So he's going to have to make that adjustment as well. Oh, nobody home. Nobody home.
Good timeout call by Rhodes. Like I said before earlier today, basketball it's a game of spurts. East Tech came out and had a good run in the first 5 minutes. Rhodes coach had to calm them down. Let's see where we go from here.
Well, first of all, John or Joe, let's talk about Rhodes. Obviously, they're getting the rebound, kicking it out, and they're beating them down the floor. They're not getting the shot they want. What is this coach going to be telling them right now?
Well, what he has to be talking about is floor balance. If someone in blue takes a shot, I need two people in blue getting back. There is no way that you can have an uneven floor like that. The second thing is calm down. You must relax. You have to downplay this situation as a coach and say, hey guys, this is just an ordinary game. But you and I know this is no ordinary game.
And again, John, on the East Tech side, Brett Moore couldn't ask for a better start right now.
Did not ask for a better start, and which you would expect it because he has 12 graders at his guards, and you can't beat that.
They're jumping him.
Experience, skill.
I will tell you right now why I love Brett Moore as a coach. He looks at the roster and he says, freshman point guard, okay, we're going to jump him. We're going to make him make decisions in tough situations. When they met in the regular season, Jamal Sumlin did not have a good game.
Great defense, 5 seconds. Rose needs to make a couple baskets too. They're not hitting any buckets.
Also, as we look down in the history of this game, the last time Rhodes was here, I'm going to say it's been a while. These guys are inexperienced in the championship game setting. the East Tech staff and some of the East Tech players, they are very used to being in games like this.
Again, the Scarabs 11-1, 17-2 overall.
Rhodes is having a tough time scoring. And in return, that is allowing East Tech to get out on the break for easy buckets.
So reporting in for the Scarabs is number 15, Marion Rubin. He's a 12th grader.
Now also notice Rhodes' rotation. Coach Brett Moore has substituted twice. Rhodes, these are the original starters. All 5 guys are finished, looks like they're finishing this quarter. That's a shot. That's a shot. Let me tell you, DJ just took a shot by D'Angelo Williams. And D'Angelo Williams is no little fella, let me tell you.
DJ Harrell, he's kind of hobbling right now, but he's working through it. Gotta like the toughness.
I love to see a guy gets down in his defensive stance and sit down and play some D. I love it. Doing other things when your offense isn't going. You just saw a Marion Dixon doing other things.
Yes.
Sliding over. Let me take the charge for my team because my offense isn't working right now, so I must do other things to help my squad.
Yes, but that's one call in basketball that I never really cared about, man.
The old blocking slash charge.
My God. That was
clean up on aisle 9 as they get the ball to the janitor.
Defense to offense. Defense to offense, that's how it works.
My partner John Buford talked about runs. It looked like that charge is going to spur a James F. Rhodes run.
That was a case of, I'm passing you the ball and you don't want it.
Because the organized play was Marlon Landingham coming off a double screen. They took that away. So Jamal Sumlin did a good job and went to the second option, but nobody was on that page with him.
He didn't want it.
Bigsby for 3.
Johnny Bigsby for 3. Another 12th grader. Experience.
I've heard that sentence a couple times. Johnny Bigsby for 3. Once again, the decision making by Jamal Sumlin. Coach Brett Moore is going to make a freshman point guard make decisions in a championship game. Can he handle it?
In other words, he's going to make a freshman a freshman.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, guys. East Tech's defense is why the score is the way it is right now.
Absolutely.
Every one of them. Defensively, they're on them.
Well, you hit that right on the button because Rhodes got a guy that averages 29 and he has 0.
He has 0 right now.
And in these types of games, for your teammates, when you are a scorer, you must come through.
Yeah, if you've been giving us 29 all year,
the teammates waiting for you to perform.
You got to get it started. Here's a good look. Short.
Way to put the pressure on the defense there.
Some free throws would really help Rhodes right now. A trip to the free throw line would really be good for them.
Fouls on Marion Rubin. That's his first. 15th foul.
And as you see, Amarion Dickerson raised the face mask up. He broke his nose in a Senate game right before the Glenville game. And then he's played, this is the second game he's played with this mask, and he's getting used to it. And it's not an easy thing to do.
I tell you, Joe, man, those some sharp shoes you got on.
Man, you like those?
I mean, not for me, but, you know, those some championship game shoes there. He's holding the ball for one shot here. 13 seconds. Pull up.
He's got time.
Great hustle defense. Way to get back on D. You know they used to call that that's the old chase drill, Joe.
That's the chase drill. That's the chase drill. Everybody make a look on their face when the coach set y'all up for the chase drill.
The chase drill. Nobody really wants to do that.
Nobody really wants to do that, but it's a necessary evil in this game of basketball.
So 2011, that brings us to the end of the first quarter. You'll look at it right here. Mr. Bigsby has been on fire. And right now, going in just to the first quarter alone, you're looking at a young man that has already put 13 points on the board alone for the Scarabs. He's had the hot hand. So obviously, Joe, Rhodes Rams, what are we going to do here?
Man.
Amarion Dixon gives me that Joe Wise Jr. look. You know, that tall, thin guy that was in shape years ago. And
hey, let me tell you, they never let me shoot no 3 balls, though, because I had 6'9", 6'8", 6'7" up under that basket. So we would just ground and pound. But you got a lot of tall, slender athletes playing in today's basketball. It's a new day. The musclehead post player isn't used as much anymore. These guys are thin. They can run. They can jump. You need athleticism in today's game because you got to cover every inch of 94 by 50.
And John, on the side of the East Tech Scarabs, I know you're a guard player. You got to love the play they're doing so far.
Hey, like I say, Mr. Wells, experience kills, and these 12th graders are really taking it to the roads at the moment. And in these games, the championship games, the most aggressive team is going to come out on top.
Absolutely, absolutely. And right now, we're looking at East Tech. They're on a 3-rebound, offensive rebound possession.
Wow.
And that possession ends with a 3.
You know what, man? East Tech is well coached. They move the ball and they play well together. You can tell they enjoy each other. This has to happen off the court as well.
Absolutely. That is a strong young man. Number 32, D'Angelo Williams, is one of the strongest players I have ever coached. They call him the janitor. He will clean it up, man. Every little mess on that rim, he cleans it up.
That's a big guy, man.
So the foul is on Phillip Bird. It's his second. 16th foul, so Rhodes will be in the bonus the rest of the half here. Williams hits the first.
And look, my partner and I, John Buford, we're looking at
Buffer, man.
I'm sorry. How long have I been doing that? I've been doing that for years. Anyway, the East Tech roster, you got a lot of seniors. That James Rhodes roster, these guys are going to be back. They're going to be back. They're so young. I mean, you know, we got D'Angelo. He's 10th grade. You know, it's a very young ball club, and it's showing.
Rose trying to change the game up. They switched up and went to the 1-3-1.
Right now, you try anything.
He's making them think a little bit. Great defense. Charge. See what I'm saying, Joe, about your poise? You cannot allow the defensive pressure to hurry you.
He slid over there. He saw the penetration happening. He slid over there and put his body in a position to help his team. The offensive charge changes things. It really does.
You have to be a willing passer. When you average 30 points a game, you have to be a willing passer to open your game up.
A nice ball fake. Rebound taken away by Jamal Sumlin.
Okay, Rose could use a bucket here too. Good spin.
But there, once again, what slowed down the penetration was somebody standing in the lane waiting for a charge. It is limiting their drive.
These rabbits. If you notice about the coaching game right now, he's taking the air out of the ball. He's going to make Rose work on defense. He's trying to get a layup out of this.
It's almost like football in time of possession. That was tough. That was tough. You know what that was? That was a freshman on a senior. Let me tell you something, though, fella. I'm going to take my time, and I'm just going to drop this bucket in on you.
He took him to the 12th floor and dropped him off. Three by Ron Jenkins Jr.
Now the offense for East Tech is opening up. They're seeing their shots. They're taking them. They're knocking them down.
Yo. Shit, I was about to shoot that. You don't know, I was about to shoot that.
Well, I saw that my partners still have good hands for the basketball here.
I was about to shoot that, Mr. Wills.
If he'd have caught it, he'd have got a shot up. I guarantee it.
If come over again, Mr. Wills, you're going to kick me out of here.
There's the landlord. There's the janitor cleaning it up. He's having a good day. The rest of his teammates are struggling.
Ron Jenkins Jr. for three. All I can say is I know he got it honestly because I know his dad.
John, well, when you look at this roster, how many of these guys have you played against their dad?
Oh, my goodness, man.
There's a lot of them in this game.
Well, I don't want to talk about that because then the age thing comes out here.
But you see that they got it honestly. A lot of these guys were in the gym with their dads. DJ Harrell's feeling good. Oh my, DJ Harrell is feeling good.
There's a fire in this house, Joe. I want you to know that. This team is red hot. They're playing well.
Clean up. He's got to put that in. It's the only offense they got.
I tell you one thing. All five players from East Tech are all over the place. They are all over the place, Joe.
Look at the enthusiasm.
Exactly. They love each other. Look at this. Look at the team. It's all about the team. It's not about an individual effort. It's about everybody. From player one down to the 12th player.
Well, folks, we want to remind you that at halftime, we'll have a very special performance by the all-star cheerleaders from the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. They'll perform here at halftime, as well as we will have the presentations to all the awards, and we'll meet the 2018 and 19 CMSD League All-Stars. Both the girls and the boys will be shown at halftime. So again, keep tuned because we got some very special things that happen. Obviously, right now, John and Joe, We're seeing two teams very athletic, but that experience with the young kids has definitely been a factor here early in the ball game.
I think the difference in the ball game right now is Rhodes cannot handle the pressure. They're not getting good shots. They're not getting back on defense. It's like they forgot the focal point of what they came in here for.
Right now, it's like East Tech, they're making no wrong moves. Every move that they make, every move that Coach Brett Moore make, it's hitting a home run. And Rhodes right now, they're looking for the restart button. They wish we could go back and tip this thing over and start all over again, but that's not how basketball works.
They have to take better care of the ball.
I don't want to jump too far ahead here, Joe, but if I'm a CMSD follower, this team, the East Tech Scarabs, could make a hell of a run in the state tournament.
Now that you bring up Ohio high school basketball, I think East Tech's playing style, the way they get after it defensively and guard play, they can really cause some problems down in Columbus this year.
They're making their shots, man. That's the difference in the game. They hitting and Rhodes is not.
And Pat Riley said, it's a make-or-miss league. I feel that's true for every level of basketball. Oh my, there's the Birdman.
They're gonna run away with this game. I would be thinking about getting me another timeout.
So Tim and John, who's gonna be the first one of us to talk about the home court advantage? Is it having a play in this, or is East Tech just better right now?
I think Rhodes just overwhelmed. I think Rhodes is just overwhelmed, Joe.
You feel like the same thing would be happening in the neutral site?
I didn't say this at the beginning of the game, but I'll say it now. When you come to a basketball game and playing a championship, you come focused and you be quiet. You don't come to the game talking smack before the game and not produce. And that's what's happening right now. Rhodes came out talking to East Tech, and East Tech didn't say a word.
Been here before. Been here before and familiar with the situation.
And see, that's right there, that's a mental foul. Why would you foul him way out there? That's 30 feet away from the basket. He's not about to shoot the ball.
The thing is, he's got...
And that's the leading scorer.
He's got 3 fouls here. That foul's going to hurt him.
I mean, has he even scored yet?
Not to my knowledge. I do not remember anything.
No, he's got one. He's got a bucket.
He's got 1 bucket.
Yeah, he's only got 2 so far.
Possessions are at a premium, like all championship games. These rebounds are becoming bigger and bigger. Any East Tech offensive rebounds means another possession. You're going to have to guard them for another possession. And if they come away with something, it hurts. It's the only bright spot for the Rams.
Yes, he came to play today.
D'Angelo Williams is the only bright spot for them. He's going to work on the offensive glass because nothing's going in.
No hand checking. No hand checking. Now, if you would have played back when we played, that was nothing.
That was nothing.
Nowadays, you can't breathe on the guy.
Vader Burnett used to pat you down from baseline to baseline. He had his hands all over
the whole team.
Nice crossover. Oh, no. I tell you, in this game, when you split 2 people, you should be on your own. That looked like a little bit of a bailout.
Daquille Williams, an 11th grader, at the line for the Rhodes Rams. They're in the bonus.
That's a very quick free throw. You need to make your free throw routine. You get 10 seconds up there, Tim. Some guys only take 3 seconds and let that thing go. You got to take your time. That's 10 seconds is a lot of time.
One shot, 32 seconds to halftime. Taking the air out the ball, and you're looking for a layup or just a nice, easy, good look.
Only left him 4 seconds to get something up.
So that brings us to halftime, where it's been the East Tech Scarab show, 38-19. Obviously, we got another half to play and so much more to take place right here from East Tech Gymnasium. We'll be right back here for the halftime entertainment.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to East Tech, and right now we're going to go to Flint Hill.
Performance by the Cleveland Metropolitan School District All-Star Cheerleaders. Please welcome the following high school cheerleaders from Glenville High School, Toya. Next, from John Adams High School, BB. Naya. Sam. Next, from John Hay High School, give it up for Deja. Laya. Koya. And Tamira. Zori. Now from John Marshall High School, Ari. Essence. Tasia. Jesse. And Kiera. And lastly, from Max Hayes High School, make some noise for Liz.
I turn that into money. You talk all you want. See me as I'm afraid. Nothing I'm afraid. And I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up.
Well, folks, you've been looking at the All-Star cheerleaders, and when we come back, we will meet the 2018-2019 CMSD League All-Stars.
Sadness. Difficulty concentrating. Loss of interest. Depression can be treated. The first step is talking.
Welcome back to East Tech. And right now, we're going to go right out to the PA announcer as they get a special award presentation of the League All-Stars, both the girls and boys.
Next, from John F. Kennedy High School, Marquio Golden. Next, from Lincoln West High School, Rayshawn Peak. Next, from Martin Luther King High School, Jacob Collins. Next, from Mount Hayes, Gilbert Boyce. And lastly, from Whitney Young High School, Virgil Harlan. And the 2018-2019 Most Valuable Player from Louisville High School, Brian Eltrix. And the Coach of the Year, Sir All-Star, Athletic League, Girls All-Stars. To begin, with Collinwood High School, Jasmine Williams. Next, East End High School, Samara Lemon. Jada Morano and Jada Williams. Next, from Greenville High School, Brianna Little and Talia Richard. From John Adams High School, Elisa Berlin. Taylor Robinson and Tiana Scott. From John Hay High School, Talisha Douglas. Amara Maxey and Marie Terry. From John F. Kennedy High School, India Dixon and Janiah Fisher. From John Marshall High School, Renee Howard and Leona Garcia and Lee Perez. From Lincoln West High School, Elisa Gonzalez and Mrs. Rowan. From Guadalupe High School, John Johnson. From Maxine High School, Keisha Jackson. And from Whitney Young, Joy Johnson. And the 2018-2019 City All Most Valuable Player, and the 2018-2019 City All-Star Coach of the Year, Fred Horry from John Hay High School. Once again, let's hear a nice big round of applause for all of your Senate League All-Stars.
Welcome back to East Tech, where you've been watching the Senate League Boys Basketball Championship game. And when you're talking about the Rhodes Rams, Joe Wise, when it comes to looking at the first half stats, not a pretty picture.
Well, you know, there's not much you can say about 0% from three-point land. But that doesn't give you an excuse for your twos. First quarter, 5 of 11, 45%. Second quarter, 3 of 9. Threes, nothing. So the shooting is abysmal, in a word. So they need to raise that up along with their intensity.
And on the flip side, John,
That's the difference.
I'll tell you what, the coach from East Tech, he's got a hell of a game plan. He's got some athletes, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you got to know Coach Moore, too. He's been there and done that. West Tech grad, been in the trenches. And I can't express that the home court advantage is big. It's huge here today. I mean, they making shots and Rose isn't.
Familiarity with the building, with the gym, the rims, all that.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing, and the next time out we get, let's be prepared to talk about both coaches, because Brett Moore's been a very special story, not only here at East Tech, but also for the game of basketball itself, and we'll get a chance to talk a little bit about that as well.
Absolutely.
There it is, Mario Lundingham said enough is enough, I'm in.
He needed that in the worst way. He worked so hard for 2 points. And then when you come down on the other end, it seemed like East Tech doesn't work that hard for their shot opportunities. As the referees get together and get it right, I thought it went off for East Tech as well.
Well, that's what coaches appreciate when they get together and just get the right call. Although they'll always get a little help from the coaches.
Absolutely. That was a delay of game warning.
Somebody must have hit that ball when it went through.
Yeah. But it seems like Mr. Landingham has made it to the game. He's now involved in the game. 2 straight buckets on 2 straight possessions.
Hey, you got a whole half to get it together. That's why they play 2 halves. Charge. It's a charge all day long.
He's waiting on him. He's waiting on him. He saw the crossover at the free throw line, and that's when he slid over there. He's waiting on him. Let's watch it. There's the crossover. Let me slide over. Come on, young fella.
But do you know the remedy for that? It's a long lost art in this game. It's called the mid-range game. You stop and pop.
A pull-up jump shot.
You do not run into the guy. You stop and pop. And let him fall down. Just let him fall down. Game of spurts, people. It's called a game of spurts.
Brett Moore senses that as he's gone 0 for 4. That's 4 trips. East Tech has come down here and they've got no points to show for it. So Brett Moore said, I'm gonna stop this right now.
I'm telling you, it's like Mr. Wells is like a psychic. He just talking about the coaches when we get a timeout, and Brett calls a timeout when needed.
So let me start by saying that Sean Spencer is the coach of the James F. Rhodes. He's been there 3 years, has a great relationship with all of his guys, and talks about graduation all the time in those books.
And Dan, what about Brett Moore?
Well, I've been knowing Brett Moore for about 30, 40 years. He came up under me. He's been at East Tech for 13 years. He went to Lithuania and won a silver medal with a group of kids in 2017. And he also went to Jerusalem in 2018. So he's a well-rounded, good guy, and he's good for these kids because he also comes from the neighborhood, so he knows how to deal with the kids.
And you know, when you talk to both of these coaches, Joe, they tell you, hey, it's more than the game. You know,
they are in the business of raising young men. The best part for both of these coaches is when these guys come back after experiencing success, either on the next level or in their careers at work or getting married, having kids. When you come back and you visit your coach and just tell him, I'm doing good, coach, I'm doing good. I'm not sure what the call was. I know we got an injured player.
It was a block.
It was a block.
Yeah, and I could hear it from here where the
head,
hit the floor.
That's not a good feeling.
No, it's not.
I had a 6'9" guy step on my head when I took a charge before, and it was my own teammate.
Well, we'll take a break, folks, and we'll be back with more of CMSD basketball action.
Superman, man, am I glad to see you.
What are you doing on this deserted road?
Some guys from school drove out here and we're going to start fooling around with drugs. When I told them all drugs do is mess up your head and get you in a lot of trouble, they kicked me out of the van and drove off.
You're right not to get involved in the drug scene. Nobody with any sense wants any part of it.
How do I get home?
That's no problem at all.
So welcome back to East Tech. And at the free throw line is shooting his number 2, Davion Martin. And again, Martin, an outstanding defender, a 12th grader, misses the first one.
Yes, Martin didn't play the first time they met on December 15th when the East Tech Caribs escaped 72-69. So I know he's really relishing this moment.
5:27 to go, third quarter of action. East Tech in white, the Rhodes Rams in blue.
Another soft touch around the rim, clean up by D'Angelo Williams, Junior D'Angelo Williams.
That kid got a body on him, man. He has to play football.
He's played some DN for the Rams this year. Nice up fake. Got to give it to him. That might be the first Rams fast break points. Oh, yeah, oh. I got to tell you, before the replay is shown, I'm going to tell you, I thought he was there.
I agree, Joe.
What Brett Moore wants to know is, does that bucket count? He said it's good. Oh, I think he's there.
Well, Joe, I know you guys have not been too merciful with the officials today.
But that's the funny thing about sports. When we play, you never said a word to the ref. Now that you sit back and watch, you just see too much. And it's hard not see it.
Well, you got to remember, we're looking at replay.
Traveling.
They're looking at a fast pace.
No doubt.
You don't know if they're getting blocked out or whatever.
I fully understand, but you know how that goes.
Well, I wasn't allowed to talk to the refs because of my dad. He knew all of them.
The legend.
And they would have easily went back and told him that I was crying for calls.
The legend, Joe Wise Sr. I always tell Junior he's nothing like his dad.
Nothing.
Again, a nice job by Rhodes. They're trying to play a little bit better defense here. And Bigsby's going to fire one from orbit, I would say, to the hole. And they didn't call nothing.
There was no call on that one. They put their whistles up on that one, Tim.
Yes, they did.
That's what I'm saying, man. You got to call something. It got to go one way or the other.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact on a person shooting a basketball. I think it comes down with your whole definition of what a foul is.
Ooh, that would have been a big knockdown.
Landingham with the up fake. In and out. Rhodes was doing a much better job on the defensive rebounds, limiting them to one shot.
They need a bucket.
Badly. They got to keep just chopping away. The more you look at that scoreboard, just keep chopping away. Don't even look at it.
East Tech is kind of struggling now, turning the ball over. They can't get a good shot now. Rosen changed the tide a little bit.
East Tech comes out man-to-man this trip down. No, I'm sorry. Oh, we got a junk defense. We got a junk defense. Look like we got a box and one on Mr. Landingham.
You do.
Offensive rebound by the janitor, and it counts.
Muscle.
Shot goes up. Watch D'Angelo Williams grab it with two hands. Power dribble, drop step, window, and one. Give me my work. Give me my work.
I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but that's called another spurt.
Another spurt.
Another spurt.
We are on another spurt.
Again, you're looking at the Rhodes Rams. Who have kind of brought it back a little bit here. But, Joe, if you look at it, Rhodes has been able to get those second and third shots right now. They weren't getting that in the first half.
I say the best thing that Rhodes did this half was limit East Tech to one shot and done. And then on their end, they're getting offensive rebounds and putting it back in.
And East Tech is just all over the place right now. They're not running their offense, you know. They haven't scored in a while. Just a good layup or a good free throw and get them back together.
So, John, if you're the East Tech coach, do you go back to pressuring those guards as soon as they come across the line, trap and try what they were doing early in the game?
I believe that's coming soon. It's just the way he works the game. He's waiting on a certain moment before he switches back his defense.
Again,
which may be
D'Angelo
sooner
Williams,
than later.
2 for 2 so far. 3 for 3.
Tim, when D'Angelo Williams walked into Michael zone rec, he didn't know how to hold a basketball. He got it. He got it.
Amazing thing is he's only a junior, Joe.
Man, if I had a body like that in the 11th grade, wow. 2-3 zone. Brett is ever changing the defenses, so you never get used to one in particular. Nice kick out. Cut him off. There's a trap.
East Tech work the ball. Can't get a bucket. You got to go to the basket. When you're struggling shooting from the field, you must go to the basket.
Tough move. I thought he got away with a push. No reference don't call that.
.130 to go, third quarter.
I got to point out something that Brett Moore is using at least 3 subs. The Rose Rams, these are the starters. Except for number 2, who banged his head on the floor. He's being replaced by number 20, Zaire Daniels. But besides that, these are the starters. So at what point does fatigue come into play? Because these 5 guys have been working very hard.
Well, Joe, I'm from the old school. I don't know how you can be tired in this game. Especially if you're in the 12th grade, this is it.
It's the funny thing about it, John. You don't even know you're not jumping as high and running as fast as you did in the first quarter. Somebody got to point it out to you.
Yes, sir. Oh, great pass.
Need this. That's big. That's big. And a turnover.
Oh, good kick.
The janitor.
Leroy, you got to make that.
Look at the enthusiasm by the Rose Rams. None of this was here a half ago. None of this. Now we're chest bumping. Hey. We're feeling ourselves.
Hey, this is all you can ask for, man. Come to the game and compete.
Even the freshman is looking different.
No matter how much you down, you still play the game until it ends.
41 seconds to go, third quarter. Rhodes making a run here.
This ball's got to go to Landingham. Something off of a screen, I would hope. There's a high pick and roll. They call him Doo-Wop.
Big shot.
He plays with rhythm. They call him Doo-Wop.
Composure here. East Tech has all the 12th graders. Calling a set play. Take him, Ron.
That looks like a turnover. That looks like a turnover. Look at the body language. Everything is different.
So there's 3.9 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
We got a ball game here.
I tell you, the Rhodes fan base is in for something. The next 3 years of Jamal Sumlin, it's going to be something to watch. And Jamal Sumlin, the freshman, Shorty Doo-Wop, has got his team back in this game.
Now,
well, you can see the Rhodes fans are up on their feet. They've given them something to cheer about. And they're rocking the house here at East Tech.
Observation here. Rosen came a long way back. Do they have enough left in the tank to finish it out?
We just talked about energy. They don't rotate very deep. They do not play a lot of guys.
They just came down and they still chasing.
Well, obviously, folks, we got some special news to talk about. Yes, it's called Cleveland Yes. Again, an opportunity for some of the young people that are graduates of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, where you're talking to us possibility of free college tuition. You can go to their website right now. It's www.clevelandsayyes.org. They have all the details on there. Think about it, mom and dad at home. How many times we go back and look and say, hey, my kid can graduate and possibly get tuition paid for? Got to check it out. There it is. All right, Joe, let's put the helmets on. Let's put the pad. Here we go. It's going to be another ride. But I think John hit it on the head. Will Rhodes have the endurance to keep it going?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Fourth quarter, man. This is what it's all about.
JB, I love the fourth quarter, man.
That's what it's all about, man.
What do you have left?
My will against your will. It's really simple.
He's got to go get it. Here comes Landingham. The kick out. Short. Shorty doo-wop. Nice swing.
I'm not passing the ball, man.
What a trip. What a possession.
Man. Number 20 got to hit one of those shots. Good look. He had good look.
He's the one that's not usually starting. He's in for the guy who banged his head.
Like they used to tell you, you open for a reason.
Yes, sir.
Rhodes in the man-to-man. East Tech showing the patience, looking for a good shot to the hole. Bigsby. No.
What a rebound. Big time rebound.
They got the good shot, but it wouldn't drop for him.
Amarion Dickerson is doing other things. Landingham. Oh, what a block. What a block by Bird.
That's another foul. This guy has to be smarter than that, man. You mean too much to your team to foul for 40 feet away from the basket.
That's two of them. 2 out of the 4 that he got were from far away from the basket, had no bearing.
I mean, you got to have some type of basketball IQ. You know what I mean?
And like
Coach
you said before, Phillip Bird is no threat. Some 80 feet away from the bucket.
Coach can't teach you everything.
No, sir.
It's called experience, guys. They'll learn that.
Jab and go.
Blew it.
What a rebound.
That's how you slap a basketball.
That's how you slap a basketball.
You see how everybody got away from him?
It's a 2-possession game, thanks to the janitor. Oh, give me your money. Give me your money. Oh. Silly boy. Tricks are for kids.
Oh, that was it.
Who's the freshman and who's the senior? Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids.
With the jump stop, Joe.
Oh.
With the jump stop. Do you feel the electricity in here, Mr. Wells?
Oh, man, I want to sub in, JB.
Somebody rocking the house, I'll tell you that.
I want to sub in. Shorty doo-wop with the pick at midcourt. Takes it down with the jump stop and let the defender fly by. And he say, silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Who's the freshman and who's the senior?
This is why you play the game, man.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
This is why you play the game.
Well, you know, guys, we've really been privileged the last 2 weeks. You know, we had the girls last week. I don't think we were going to get a better game, but right now, the Rhodes Rams are trying to say, hey, we belong here.
They had to live up to the hype.
5 minutes is a long time, guys.
Yes.
5 minutes is a long time.
So crucial as Donovan Douglas checks back into the game. He seems to be okay. It's Bedlam. It's Bedlam, JB. The James F. Rhodes are dominating the backboard right now. And Tim, as we talked about, when Brett Moore went to Lithuania to win that silver medal, you know who he took with him? Shorty Doo-Wop as his point guard.
So here we go. Rhodes down 2. They're going to try to bring it outside. Take it to the hole.
Kick
Pass it out.
I just love this, man. I'm in the loss for words right now. I'm sorry for being so quiet, people, but the intensity has gotten to me, and I'm just ecstatic. I'm just ecstatic right now.
So I just got handed a stat, an unbelievable stat, as Rhodes this half is beating East Tech on the glass 21-7. 21-7, Tim. That's the whole comeback right there. You can come back on a team by beating them up on the glass.
Big shot.
Short but big. Another Rhodes rebound. One shot and done. That's all they get.
It's going to come down to the defense, I guess, here.
High pick and roll. High pick and roll.
For that young man to have that much composure, to call a timeout in that situation before he turns the ball over, it's big time.
Big time.
Like I said, the coach can't teach you everything.
Well, obviously, when you're looking at the CMSD Interscholastic Athletic Basketball game, you couldn't ask for a better game these last 2 weeks that we've seen.
Watch him kill for the rock. Excuse me. It's a simple robbery. Don't make it a homicide. Let him fly by. Oh, this is too easy. I did this in the 5th grade.
That was textbook.
That was textbook.
Joe, I don't know if they use those terms in the basketball sense. I mean, I understand there's a steal in that taking place, but I think you took it a little too far there, my friend.
Well, that's you know, I'm from the Clark Kellogg school. You know, that's how we talked about things. You know, robbing the peel and pilfering the rock and those type of things.
When you get excited, you just say anything.
You say anything.
And it'll make sense.
And JB will tell you, for 40 minutes, Tim, my mouth never stopped going. They tried to get me to wear a mouthpiece. I couldn't do it. I had to spit it out.
I'm trying to get him to wear one now.
We're going to get it into the big guy. He's looking to give it up to somebody.
Oh,
Turnover to the basket, no. Still down, no call, no nothing. They're going to call it travel.
So I'm going to speak for the referee on this one. I think they're going to say that Jamal Sumlin was up under the rim up under this. I disagree. I think he was outside the lane. I think that was well enough space to call a charge.
Joe, that's why we sitting over here, man.
Yes. And I got the replay, JB. He had to call it at 100 miles per hour.
3:55 to go in the game.
I don't know how long East Tech hasn't scored, but it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
They're on a cold stretch. They need someone to break the ice right here.
How about this? They had 38 at half, right? 20. I'm telling you, it's like role reversal. Look at this. Now, Rhodes is taking the charges, and East Tech is out of control. Complete role reversal.
So now you got Philip Bird, number 4, Lundingham, number 11, both of them with 4 fouls. 3:36 to go in the ball game.
Keep attacking that basket, young man.
Landingham's got to go.
Charge. How is that not a charge?
It's just a no call. How is just a, you got to give me something.
He's out of control.
I got no problem with the charge. Give me something.
Called it on number 32.
Oh, I wish I could be his coach right now, man. Just to calm him down.
Yeah, that foul was on D'Angelo Williams. And that puts East Tech in the bonus.
He's going 500 miles an hour, man.
So now both teams will be in the bonus. We got 3:25 to go in the ball game. The Scarabs of East Tech and the Rams of Rhodes.
Oh, man. Rhodes got lucky on that one. They left the guy uncovered.
Bigsby. They got a bucket.
Wow, it's been a long time.
They needed that really bad.
Now you got to play some defense. You need to stop now.
That was just a heave. He had nothing. He had nothing. You don't take that shot. Oh.
Get on the floor.
Friendly fire. Gotta catch it. Gotta catch it. Just catch it.
Trying to do too much.
Yeah, when things get crazy, just make the catch. I know you want to make a great play. You want to dunk it on everybody. Just make the catch.
Hey, I got to go back to what you said earlier, Joe. Sometimes you gotta know yourself.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to be out there dribbling.
Another great rebound by D'Angelo Williams.
Two minutes to go in the ball game.
Good.
Rhodes to the hoop and in.
What a feed!
They're going to call the block and they're going to count it. Oh my!
That was a heck of a cut to the basket, man.
Look at it right here, John. You can see him here.
That's a great flash.
There's the pass.
Great flash.
How's the body control to not get the charge?
Well, if he fall down, he may get it. He didn't fall.
Crucial free throw. That free throw was big. Oh, the steal. Oh, what happened? The spin move.
Nope.
Bad shot. Bad shot. Yep. He's got to call it. He's put in a position where he's got to make that call.
1-1 here.
The foul is on DJ Harrell. That's his second. On the line, Landingham.
So
these are his first
That's
free throws in the second half. He missed one in the first half. Nothing doing.
He is struggling. But you know what? I gotta just tell him, stay focused, young man. It happens to everybody. How you bounce back is the key. Don't let that bother you.
Stay aggressive.
Still a lot of game to go.
Yes, sir.
So 1:36 to go in the ball game. We're over at East Tech, and you've been watching CMSD Championship Basketball action. Again, the Scarabs and Rhodes will have a new champion this year because last year it was Glenville who took it home. But Joe, it seems like every year we do these games, they just get better and better. And they had told us coming in there today to this game that in the boys playoffs, anybody could beat anybody.
Absolutely.
Anybody can beat anybody. And East Tech started on fire, and they've had a real struggle of putting the ball in the hole. That's going to be a fact they got to learn to make those big shots at the end, keep their poise, and make it happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. With 1:36, every possession is magnified. Every shot is magnified. It's winning time. We're going to see who can execute in the clutch. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Number 2.
Why?
That foul is on number 2.
That's bad foul.
Why?
John, you've been talking about Rhodes and these fouls way away from the basket.
Why?
And I'm sure when the coach looks at this tape, he'll say that's something we're definitely going to work
80
on.
feet away from the basket with his back turned.
And you put DJ Harrell on the line. He's their leading scorer.
Better yet, why are you even pressing?
You should be playing them honestly because you're back in this game. He thought he could get a cheap turnover. He rolled the dice. It bit him.
And now you gave him an easy bucket.
Yep.
Still playing.
Now you give East Tech the opportunity to press you back. Right now, if he makes this free throw.
On the made free throw, they are known for pressing, and there it is.
Oh, did I call it?
Yes, sir.
Ron got to get that. See, because he ain't on it. Got to get on the floor. You got to get on the floor. Ooh.
Oh, my!
Oh.
There's Mr. Landingham.
Better late than never. Better late than never, huh?
Better late than never. It ain't how many you make, it's when you make them.
I must have to agree with you on that one, sir.
105. They're up on their feet at East Tech Gym.
Oh no!
Go, go!
They got numbers. They didn't use it.
That was not. Come on. That's bad.
They called that on Sumlin.
Oh,
They'll put him back at the free throw line.
For that one, baby.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. That was a little ghost call right there.
So DJ Harrell, who hit the first two just recently in this quarter, can do it again.
Big time rebound. Loose ball. He just hit one. He called it. Oh, he got the timeout. He got the timeout before the pass. Wow. Wow, what a call. He gave him the timeout before the pass. That's a great job by the coach. Here we go.
Now,
we got the coach over here calling timeout right now. He's calling it.
He's down on the other end, calls that timeout. Otherwise, that would have been a turnover, because when you're leaping from the back, going to the front, it's where you were last.
Yes, yes.
So 50 seconds to go. Tell me they're not enjoying this one, Joe Wise.
Hey, this has turned into a party. It was a one-way party in the first half. Only the East Tech fans were partying. Now, the Rhodes fans are partying, and East Tech fans got that look on their face. They're a little worried. 50 seconds to go. What a call, though, from the coaching bench. To call that timeout from Sean Spencer, knowing your guy was in trouble. What a call.
I thank you for this opportunity for doing this game, but I don't know how y'all sit here and don't just jump out your seat.
My hands are sweating. It's the ball player in you.
Joe, is the freshman taking them home or what?
The freshman about to take them home, baby.
Good look. Good look.
30 seconds. So with 25.5 seconds, East Tech coach Redmore calls a timeout. 1 point lead and the ball.
With the lead. Let's watch Jamal Sumlin. He goes baseline to whip past the corner. The guy's covered. He drives, loses it. Sumlin comes up, turnaround jump shot. Iron unkind.
That was almost a Rondo from the other night.
That was almost Rajon Rondo from the other night. Now, situation, Brett is drawing up a play with a 1 point lead.
Well, they have to foul.
Rhodes should be fouling. I agree.
Now the other factor,
got to get the ball in.
East Tech has no more timeouts left.
Oh, that's big.
That's their final timeout.
That's big.
So if you have a score, they're going to have to take it right from there.
Yeah, that's big.
So we'll see. So 25.5, Scarabs up 1, and they have the basketball. Bigsby will throw the ball in.
Oh my goodness, man. Did I just say earlier, the inbound plays?
Inbounds underneath.
Underneath. This is a Mike Moran special at John Carroll here. You will always score off an inbounds play.
He was good at drawing it up. They're not fouling.
Are you kidding me?
They're not fouling.
Are you kidding me?
They let, how much time go by?
12 seconds.
12 seconds went by. They did not foul them. They played it straight up. They tried to get the steal. They didn't. So at the 17-second mark, they decided to foul.
Well, at least if he makes both, he still can tie the game up with a 3.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like his body language.
So DJ Harrell will go to the line again. 1 point lead. He's got 2. No good. Rhodes rebounds the ball. 15 seconds to go. They need a stop for East Tech to keep it.
He got fouled.
Rhodes, and they're going to call the foul.
He got fouled. He definitely got fouled. Was he in the act? Are we on the floor? Oh, we're...
So they're signaling 2 shots because they're in the double bonus.
Yes, sir.
And Mario Landingham will go on the line. We tie.
Nothing but rope. Nothing but rope. You heard of the beard? Ladies and gentlemen, meet the mustache.
They got him. Now Rhodes takes the timeout. East Tech with 7 seconds. They're down 1 here.
Hey, like we said earlier, it don't matter when you make it, but it mattered when he made them 2 big free throws. I got to give it to him.
Also,
in the hostile environment.
Also, his big-time three-pointer. But stepping up to that line.
He stayed in the game. He didn't give up on himself, man.
Because he was serving up a stinker special in that first half, let me tell you.
Exactly.
2 points. 2 points in the first half.
He believed in himself, and that's going to take him a long way in life, man. But 7 seconds is a long time. They better not foul.
Please, a foul would be, oh my goodness, that would be heartbreaking. I think the referees have got to let the players decide this. Coach Spencer is saying, how long do you get in your huddle to draw something up? This is not a TV timeout. This is a regular timeout.
Joe Wise, you need to stop.
Oh.
This is game. They're always giving those coaches
and
those
you got to
seconds.
go from full court.
Okay, they got to go the full length. 7.3. East Tech gets batted out of bounds. Still East Tech ball. 5.7 seconds.
He threw it away. He threw it away.
So now Rhodes gets the ball. Oh my. Uncostly turnover. The ball went out over there.
He said he tipped it. They're giving the ball back to Tech.
Oh, did they say that?
It was deflected by Rhodes.
No, they're giving it to Rhodes.
No, it's Rhodes.
Oh,
inbounds underneath.
It's ball game.
There's the immediate foul.
Composure, composure.
So DJ Harrell does the foul, which was the right thing to do there. And now, at the line, Amarian Dickerson. 2 shots.
Tim, the East Tech faithful, they're leaving.
This isn't over yet. He got one.
Big time free throw. Big time free throw. As the big ticket tells everybody, calm down.
Still 5 seconds to go.
5 seconds. He needs this one. He missed it. They got to go to left. He's going to get a look.
Did you see that?
He got fouled, Joe. Hold on. The ball went in and a foul. We'll take a look at it here.
Here we go.
Look at it right here.
He goes left. Nobody stops the ball. He gets all the way to the rim.
Oh, I don't see the call, so it was strictly the ball went in, and we alerted to overtime.
Nobody stopped the ball. Nobody. And now, the East Tech fans are trying to come back in.
We are tied, and we're headed to overtime. Going to go in the huddle and see what he can catch up here with the coach.
So it's 4 minutes.
I want to remind you, gentlemen, I said with 3 seconds to go, it ain't over yet.
It ain't over. The East Tech fan base is leaving.
Hey, can I say
They're
another
all
old
coming
phrase?
back. You're all going in the stands.
Can I say another phrase? What they used to say when we played, it ain't over till the fat lady starts singing.
Yeah, well, there ain't anybody singing yet. But I can tell you this, there ain't too many people sitting down in this place right now.
No, sir. How many timeouts do you get in the overtime period?
Well, they'll get an additional one. So if they had none, they'll get one.
What a game, man. You can't ask for anything better.
Folks, you are looking at one of the best high school games that they'll look at this one and say, what a show they put on. Joe Hewitt with the basketball. He'll toss it. East Tech gets control.
Here we go.
Bigsby with the ball.
Rhodes starts off man-to-man.
Foul is on Amarian Dickerson. That's his second foul. And Bigsby goes to the line. Both teams in the double bonus. Got it.
I'm going to tell you, Bigsby hasn't seen the ball go in a long time. So these free throws are important for him. What a rebound.
Called it on 24. That's Jordan Humph, the 9th grader. That's his second. We'll look at it right here. Oh, yeah, he cuts him off right there. Yeah, definitely the foul was there. So on the line now is number 1, Jamal Sumlin.
Rimming no good.
Missed the first. He'll need this one just to tie it.
Oh,
they get the Rhodes drop.
Oh, my.
When do you get a roll like that on the road?
Never.
3:32 in overtime. Standing crowd at East Tech.
Almost a travel in midcourt.
He'll take it inside.
Make
No
the layup.
good.
Stop being
Rebound Rhodes. Cunningham with the ball. And they're going to call the travel. So East Tech will have the ball.
I think Landingham needs to just secure the rebound and don't try to come out of there dribbling. Just secure it. He's trying to do too much on that play.
Well, it would be hard to be a kid in this situation right now with all this fanfare going on in here.
Now keep in mind, number 4 from East Tech and 11 from Rhodes, both have 4 fouls.
Left hand finish.
Somebody needs to get it stopped.
So DJ Harrell.
Good look.
Nice dump off by Sumlin.
I like his game, man.
To the janitor, yeah. Sumlin, he's got a rhythm. Shorty doo-wop, he's got a rhythm. He plays with rhythm. Here comes Landingham.
Oh.
The up fake from the white line. Oh, he got it. He called the block. He called the block.
So the foul is on number 3, Ron Jenkins. That's his 4th.
Landingham got to get himself together.
Hey, can I say something? I just want to be a little honest here.
Let's look at it right. Oh, yeah. He definitely didn't have position there.
He was not there.
If we was at other gyms and they fall like this, that's an automatic charge.
He was a little late, but like you said, like Tim said earlier, we got the courtesy of the replay. When it's going live action. The kid is a bona fide scorer.
Hey, you gotta love it, man.
53, 52,
He's stepping to the line with a whole lot of confidence. Yes,
We're
sir.
tied again.
Got to switch.
Bigsby with the ball. DJ Harrell going to give it back to Bigsby.
High pick and roll. No, he waved the pick away.
Senior against freshman again.
He said, I'm going to take the freshman
Teardrop
to the hole.
Mid-range game.
Harrell. That's his second bucket in overtime.
Mid-range game, Mr. Wells.
You would hope that your seniors would take over. The janitor missed the easy two. Here comes Bigsby with a head of steam.
And one. Johnny Bigsby.
And that's Lanningham, and that should be his 5th foul. He'll foul out.
That's all right, young man. You played a good game. Way to stand up.
You're going to hear from him again. I guarantee next year will be his senior year. You're going to hear from Marlon Lanningham again.
Way to stand up. Mr. Wells, mark my words. I'm going over to Estabrook, and I will be working with that kid.
He's an incredible talent.
He just needs a mid-range game. That's it.
That's it.
Because he's aggressive. He can handle the rock. He can get to where he needs to go. Hey, just got to work. Big summer for that kid.
1:49 to go. We're in overtime. East Tech with the 4-point lead, and Bigsby at the line for the free throw.
There you go. I knew he was going to press him. They're taking him out the game.
Can't get it in.
They're going to take him out the game. Charge.
He's got to pull up. Oh.
They're going to call it on Bird. That's his 5th foul, so he's out.
I thought he was going to stop for the pull-up jump shot. He kept going all the way to the rim. Yeah, that Bird is done.
So Dickerson will shoot from the free throw line.
Need both of these free throws to make it a 1-possession game again. 1:42. These are crucial.
Hey, another observation. Last free throws he made, he had his mask off. Why would you put your mask on?
It's unfamiliar with playing with it. It's not easy to play with it. Now he's totally discarded it.
58-54.
Guard play at the end of the game.
Right, a little 4 corners like Dean Smith used to do, and he would wrap it up.
The only person that could guard Michael Jordan.
Dean Smith.
For those who don't know. I got to put it in my mouth.
Someone with the foul, Bigsby on the line. He had a big bucket the last time down for him. He got it.
Big time, big time.
Oh, were they right about those free throws?
Fundamentals of the game, sir.
Gonna try to extend it to 6, and he does.
2-possession game, minute 22.
Bigsby. 1:18 to go.
Too much dribbling, man.
Through the hole and in the bucket.
Timeout, Rhodes.
Timeout, Rhodes. Basket was by Donovan Douglas.
Freshman getting tired. The freshman tired over there. He's breathing hard over there, Mr. Wells.
I'm tired watching him and him dealing with the double teams and how much Brett Moore is throwing at him. The freshman has dealt with it, and he's made the adjustments. 1:09.
All right,
he's
coaches.
down 4.
All right, let's be coaches for a minute. We got 1:09 and we're in overtime. Rhodes, you're down 4. East Tech's going to take the ball out. What are you going to be telling your team right now, Coach?
We are going for the steal. We are not fouling right away. We're looking to steal this ball. But as they get maybe, let's say, 4 or 5 passes, if they're completing 4 or 5 passes, we're going to have to foul them because that's too much time going on the clock.
And on the other side, Coach, from East Tech,
just pass, pass, pass. Keep away is the name of the game right now. Keep away.
I'm going to try to keep it in Bigsby's and DJ Harrell's hands.
Keep away and make free throws.
The guys that want to go to the free throw line. You got 5 guys out there for East Tech. Everybody don't want to go to that line.
So here we go. To Bigsby. They're trying to take it right to the hole. And he put it in. He put it in. 1 minute to go.
He got a layup.
Coast to coast.
Rhodes gonna fire a 3. No.
Short, put back.
Put it
Good.
up and in. Jamal Sumlin.
You got to foul. You got to foul. Oh, the steal. The steal happened.
Ooh, did they get lucky?
Man, they got out of there.
They get lucky there.
Because the steal did happen.
Make these free throws.
Amarion Dickerson, number 3, came up with the steal down there in the corner, and then East Tech came up with it right back.
So going to the free throw line is number 3, Ronald Jenkins, Jr. This is his first trip to the free throw line. He got it.
Onions, straight onions. You're talking about a guy who hasn't been on the free throw line all night. This is his first trip. Straight onions.
So Jenkins has spread that gap to 6 with only 33 seconds to go. And I'll tell you what, when they look back at this overtime, Joe, East Tech went on that free throw line 6 times. 6 shots, they hit all 6 in the overtime.
Absolutely.
That will win you ball games.
But you know what, man? Somebody got to lose, huh? Because it was a well-played game both ways.
Very well-played game.
Because all 3 of us thought the game was over when they was down 20 points.
Rhodes was not aware that the tip-off was 7:45, so they got here a little late, JB. And once they arrived, they started to make plays. And now the East Tech fan base, they're going to try to walk out of here again thinking that they got it in hand. 33.4, strange things can happen. Let's see.
So 33 seconds to go. East Tech up by 6. We're in overtime.
Big time.
That's a freshman right there, man. that is a freshman right there.
I'll tell you what.
I can't say what I want to say, but he is ready.
We will see this team again, I promise you, Joe.
Hey, well, let's go down the list. We got Jamal Sumlin, 9th grade. Amarion Dickerson, 10th grade. Next year will be Marlon Landingham's senior year. Okay? And then you go over to Donovan Douglas, number 2, who banged his hand on the floor. He is the senior. Sherman Lawson, who didn't even get in tonight, he's the only other senior.
And not even counting, maybe it's a stud over there that maybe didn't get grades this year. Maybe he may come ready next year.
Hey, so
I'm sure that the ones that are looking say, I'm going to try to get on that team.
Right, that'll be some extra motivation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So East Tech will take out the ball on the baseline. They don't have to stay in that spot. They get the ball in, and there should have been a foul. They didn't call.
Why are they not fouling, man?
There's the foul.
What are they waiting for?
They should have been fouling. They're letting precious time go off the clock by not fouling. You had the guy trapped in the corner.
So now, DJ Harrell. Perfect. He hit them both. That's 8 of them. 15 seconds from the corner for 3. He hit it.
He hit it.
They don't want to go away.
They want to keep playing.
Big shot, young man.
Donovan Douglas with the 3.
I can't express how many people would not be able to take those shots.
Wouldn't even want that ball. But that's the senior, Donovan Douglas. Like I said, he banged his head on the floor, I think in the second quarter. He came back late third. Oh, somebody just left the gate open.
Well, he got to make one.
He's got to make one here still.
He got to make
DJ Harrell. But remember, they've hit 8 in a row here in overtime.
This is all that hard work forward. This is where all the hard work pays off. Results. Let me see results.
The deal. He hit it. DJ Harrell.
Don't foul.
That should do it. He's got to get it up. It's up.
Basketball here the last 2 weeks.
Hey, I tell you, for everyone who thinks that Cleveland is just a football town, take a look at this game video. We've got some talent here in this city, in the women's game and in the men's game.
Well, folks, stay with us, because when we come back, we'll have the award presentation to the Cleveland Metropolitan School Boys Basketball Champions.
Become a professional American Red Cross certified lifeguard today. You must be at least 15 years of age, be able to swim 500 yards nonstop, retrieve a 10-pound weight from the bottom of a pool, and pass a written test. Lifeguard training classes are signing up right now. For more information, call 664-3018. That's 664-3018.
And now to present the 2018-2019 Senate Champion, East Tech Scarlet.
What a night, huh?
Should be absolutely proud of the product. Both games.
Well, there you look at it. There's a bunch of happy people in this house. But I'll tell you what, you talk about resiliency, Joe. When it came down to it, these champions, they played like champions to the very end.
Hey, this is cliche. They say the only people that believe is those that in that locker room. That is absolutely true, because in their darkest moment, the East Tech fan base was walking out the door thinking that the Rhodes Rams had themselves a championship. The only people that believe is those gentlemen standing at midcourt, and they stayed to the task, and they got it done.
Well, again, the biggest factor in the overtime, you talk about a team that went to the free throw line and hit those free throws.
Oh, man.
They were like 9 out of 10 in overtime with the free throws, so what a difference. What an amazing day. Folks, you've been watching CMSD. Again, it is the boys basketball champions. Today's day will go to the gentlemen that played here on this floor. An outstanding day of basketball. But before we leave, we want to take one last look at some of the faces, some of the plays. So for John Bufford, Joe Wise, I'm Tim Wells. Good night, everyone.